Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the class of the Life Insurance. I'm sure that you are
Good evening,
hearing
sir.
me. Yes, if you are hearing me, then you can speak what I posted on the screen. Anyone can unmute, then read. Yes, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Read what I posted on the screen.
Good evening. We are encouraged by your presence and participation.
Very good. So that is the thing which I want to make it out. The Professor Dr. Muhammad Saib Hussain, voluntary professor of online classes. And as per the syllabus is concerned, we are at this place because we studied under the unit 2 kinds of insurance. Also, we studied rights and liabilities of insurer and insured person. Then in this class, that we will say life insurance contract. Actually, they are not supposed to do like that. They have to say, why do you only say life insurance contract? You should say the insurance contract, which includes life insurance also. Are you following me? Are you following
Yes,
me?
Yes,
yes, sir.
sir.
It is a part, life insurance is a part of it. Actually, the insurance contract, we should say. What are the essential conditions of the insurance contract? What is the thing should be present in the insurance contract? That is the way of making the syllabus. Anyway, that is the Kakatiya University, and everything is exceptional in the case of the Kakatiya University. When they put it in writing, of course, I should not blame it because errare este hominem means to every human being. But when you want to keep it in a white, black and white, you should be very, very much careful. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. Come to the insurance contracts are concerned. Yes, we will see that how the insurance contract will take place and what is the mode of it. We will see it now. Right. Yes. Come to that. An insurance contract is a document. A contract is a document. What it consists representing the agreement between an insurance company and the insured. Yes, it's a policy holder and the company which is running the insurance. Central to any insurance contract is the insuring agreement. So actually, it is an insuring agreement which specifies the risk that are covered. What are the risks should be covered? It should be specifically mentioned over there. That is the reason we will say that even insurer and insured both should be declare each other that is utmost good faith. Utmost good faith, that is oberre fidem, that we will say in Latin terminology if I am not mistaken. The limits of the policy and the terms of the policy, including the premium payment, I means the installments payment also, and how much the premium should have to pay. So depending on all these things would be there in the insurance contract. That means it specifically gives the terms and conditions and what should be covered, what should not be covered, and there should be in a voluntary acceptance is there because actually it is not a voluntary acceptance because I already told you the adhesive contract because where the policyholder is having the low bottom line and the insurer is having the high bottom line. So additionally, all insurance contracts specify number one, because any insurance contract, whether it is a life insurance contract, non-life insurance contract, or a business contract, merchandise contract, or marine contract, and whatever it may be, the kinds of the contract, that the general things are common. The specific general principles are common. Number one, conditions which are a requirement of the insured, such as paying the premium or reporting a loss. So, a condition which are required for of the insured, here the insured means policyholder, such as paying the premium, how much the premium would be paid over there, and the reporting loss, what are the reporting loss should be made, where the premium, the loss is more, means probability of loss is more, the premium is more, probability loss is less, premium is less. So that is the thing which we'll see in the first condition. The second condition is the limitations, which specify the limits of the policy, such as the maximum amount that the insurance company will pay. So there is a limitation would be there. How much the amount would be there? Limitation for the either life insurance or the merchandise or commercial insurance concern. So if the limitation is more and I mean high, not more in the sense high. For instance, if the limitations are high, then the natural the premium is high because it's proportionate. Otherwise, the insurance company should have to close down. So limitations which specify the limits of the policy, such as the maximum amount that the insurance company will pay. So this much amount we have to pay. But when you say the marine insurance is concerned, yes, the vessel cost is very much high. That's why marine insurance, the policy holders are very, very, very big companies. I don't think even a Reliance also will make it out, or the Bajaj Alliance also will make it out, or HDFC also would make it out. I doubt, unless I could specifically ask one of the agent who is working under the company. Yes, let us see the limitations are concerned. Yes, the maximum limit would be there, and that much plus with the interest or some other amount which will be paid will be given in addition to the maximum amount. So the third one is the exclusions, which specify what is not covered by the contract. So exclusion clauses very specifically mentioned over there, and that to be highlighted more because the exclusion clauses like the motor vehicle insurance, all the fiber parts only 100% will not be given, only 60, 40, depending upon the insurer terms and conditions are concerned. Yes, the exclusions part also there, what is covered, what is not covered. For the health insurance also, what is covered, what is not covered, it is specifically mentioned. Suppose if the health insurance is there, do you think that the pandemic, that is the COVID-19, will be covered, which is only the outshoot of the March month. So unless until it is specifically mentioned over there, whether it is covered or not covered, then it will be made. That's why exclusion clause are specifically mentioned, that to be very much highlighted. Obviously, the contents of insurance contract depends on the type of policy. So whatever the type of the policy is there, like life insurance for the life, marine insurance for the marine things, then the fire insurance was in the mishap of the fire, or the events of the fire, the incidents of the fire, or untoward incidents of the fire. Of course, whether natural calamities, it is covered there or not covered there. So natural calamities also there. Many things are covered over there. The premium is more. So contract depends the type of the policy, what the insurance applicant wants. So it is the discretion of the insurer. Sorry, it is the discretion of the insured, means policy holder, to choose which one. But everyone will not know that what is the advantage, what is the disadvantage, unless until the agent clearly mention you and is without any bias, that he say this policy or this type is very much good to you. Then only that one should have to make it out. So sometimes you will feel difficult to eat what if you go to the restaurant. At that times you will take the advice of the waiter, that is servant man, the steward. Yeah, that is the stewardess are is the marine. Stewards means in the hotel. Yes, the steward will ask, sir, with this combination, which is the good? And then he will say, sir, don't take the full plate. You take the half plate only, because in the half plate you can eat two, because there is a gravy is more. So better you take the any dry things. So he will suggest you so that he could minimize it. By the suggestion also, you will be very much impressed, and you will give some more tip also more when he serves good. So here, what I want to say is, the agents will make you clear that which type of the insurance is suitable to the person or business or the vessel. So anything that will be clearly mentioned over there. Of course, one can also study over there. Then what are the advantage? What are the things should be covered? What are the things are not covered? How much the premium will be fixed, and how much installment would be there. So depending upon that one can study it. But the person who is the actuaries, they are very much experts, because they will fix the premium for these insurance as well as the pensions. They will be very much expert. You can take the advice of them also, including the agents, those who are well versed in this type of insurance and the companies. Of course, we have to consult it. Generally, the saying is there. Suppose if you want to purchase a particular item, the policy or the general standard is ask at least three shops. Do you agree? Yes, anyone can unmute and give me the answer. Yes, anyone can unmute and give me the answer.
Yes, sir.
Generally, it happens. Sir, why three? Why not five? Why not 10? Okay, the provided if you have the time and other things, then you can make it out. You can spare your time and inquire. But sometimes you will be bewildered if you ask the many places also, because each one gives the advantage and disadvantage of a particular thing. Sir, the cost is high because this is a branded one. The cost is low because it's an unbranded one. But anyway, that when you see the branded and unbranded, means a standard type of thing is concerned, at the time that you can decide which one should be suitable to you. Moreover, which one your pocket, your wallet will allow you. See, if you buy a pant of different companies of textile, Yes, the pint rate meter is different. Raymond's go, Digjam you go, and other mills you go. So depending upon the factor that you can buy it. Sometimes even the stitching cost is more than the pant and shirt cost. So recently that I got it stitched in my Safari, but they charge at least minimum 2000 or 1800 or 1600. This is a good thing is that at least 1800 to 1600, sometimes 2000 will be there for the Safari stitching. In the 2000, you will get the pant and shirt ready made also. So which one is the best? Anyone? Yes.
Sir, sometimes that depend upon uh, that depends
Person
upon the
who
person, sir.
wears.
Yes, sir.
Here also the policy taking is depending upon the policy holder. Which one is suit to him, which will not suit to him, he can decide it. Can you? Because everybody is wearing the waistcoat, three-piece coat. Do you know three-piece? The pant and the coat and waistcoat. That they call three-piece coat. And hot summer in Ramagundam or Kotagudem or Khammam, which is famous for the hotness. Can you wear the three-piece suit? That to be going at 11 o'clock for the dinner. Yes.
No, no, sir.
No man
It's
with the
very
same, no man with the sane mind could go in that way by wearing. Generally, at the time, the preferable dress is the cotton dress, which will be the white. It should be worn. It should be worn on that season. Season and dress should have to be worn. So that is the thing. అరే సార్ వర్షం అక్కడ పడితే గొడుగు ఇక్కడ పడతా అన్నట్టు వర్షం కొత్తగూడెంలో పడితే గొడుగేమో ఖమ్మంలో పడతాను అన్నట్టు అయిపోతుంది కథ. So please act very, very sensitively with a sane mind, because that is a very much important factor for a human being and for a prudent man also. So here what I want to say, the exclusion which specify what is not covered by the contract, these are three things would be there for each and every contract one should have to keep in mind. So obviously the contents of an insurance contract depends upon the type of the policy. Yes, what type of the policy is there, depending upon that one, it will vary. What the insurance applicant wants, actually insurance applicant means a policy holder wants, which type the insurance he wants and how much he is willing to pay. Even the packet also allow him to pay. See, a ordinary man cannot buy at least 300, 3000, 4000 meter for the pant because he cannot afford that much. Yes, depending upon his valid permits. Valid permits, okay, he can do so. సార్ మా మామయ్య ఇంతనే పెట్టిండు, సార్ మా మామయ్య 2000 మీటర్దే పెట్టిండు. అరే బాబు నువ్వు కొని చూడురా బాబు, నువ్వు సంపాదించి కొని చూడు, నీకు తెలుస్తుంది దాని విలువ. Yes, the details of the insurance policies are covered in the standard insurance policies. Of course, there are standard insurance policies are there. Hence, we can say that is the adhesive policies. We can say adhesive contracts or standard forms of contract, because all insurance policies or contracts are standard form contracts, or we can say adhesive contract, where you have the bottom line less, because you cannot make argument, you cannot make the rebate, you cannot ask for the so and so thing, because the policies are there. Of course, number of policies are different. Either you don't like this policy, you can join in this policy. If you don't like this policy, you can join this policy. So policies are different depending upon the insured. He can choose any one of the policy. It is the discretion is given to the insured, means policy holder, who is going to take the policy or buy the policy. So this paper covers the required of the valid insurance contracts, since only valid contracts are legally enforceable. So anything that is, because the insurance contract is a contract. So what are the contract validity of the contract to be there, that is equally applicable to the insurance contract also. So there are the 4 requirements for any valid contract including the insurance contracts. What are they? Number 1, A, offer and acceptance. Yes, there should be an offer. Means who will make the offer here? Yes, anyone?
company, sir.
Insurer.
It's a company. Insurer will make the offer here. Then acceptance, it is the policy holder. It is a policy holder. Means insured will make the,
Insured.
yes, that he will make it out. That is the first one. Yes, when you given the answer, immediately you mute it. Otherwise, I am getting the sounds here. Yeah, participants. Yeah, because I'm getting the sound. I can, if you make a little drop of the pin drop silence, Sound also there, I can hear you because I am hearing the earphones. It can catch it immediately. Yes, number two, consideration. So what is the consideration here? Anyone? Unmute and give me the answer.
Sir, money for company, sir.
The consideration here is both the parties is premium.
Premium, insurable interest.
Yes, that is there. Suppose you want the low premium, high premium, depends upon the policy that you can take and the maximum amount you can take it. For instance, life insurance policies are concerned. If you are 60 years, could they make you a policy? Anyone?
No, sir. No,
It's
sir.
difficult. Difficult not. No. Even your scooter or your two-wheeler, if it is more than 15 years or 20 years, then they cannot make the even insurance also, even that cannot be numbered. They will say, if you want the number, you say, get the insurance first. If you go to the RTO, then you say, first get the insurance. And the insurance company said, when is the model? So and so, sir, JM, sir. I told him, please, you check it. You check it. You sit on the scooter and on the stand, and you by sitting you kick the rod. If it doesn't start, you don't issue the insurance. If it starts in one kick, yes, issue the insurance. So literally, I did the same thing for my scooter. I told him, sir, I will just by sitting, you make a kick, it will start. See, that is the condition that I maintain over here. So naturally, he saw it and checked it. Yes, we can make the insurance. So he made the insurance, even though the 15 years is crossed. But that the RTO said, is it the running condition? Yes, sir, it's a running condition, sir. Yes, can you make it trial? Yes, sir, I will start and make a trial. Then just make a kick, then it started, then I made a trial. Yes, then he has given the insurance. So my point of giving all this insurance, the example is, if the age is more, if the model is old, means number of years is passed over there, then it is difficult for the insurance company to insure that property. So they say, no, sorry, we cannot do it. Only the private insurance, if you want, you can go to the private insurance. But the public insurance company, they will outrightly reject because they don't want to take any risk matter. Why should I have to take the risk? Yet the other people will take the risk. So my point of giving is the consideration here we'll see that the third is competent parties, and the two parties are competent. One should not be a lunatic and one should not be. Of course, here the insurer is not a artificial. He is not a natural person. He is the artificial person, means heuristic person. Of course, it is having its own competency because somebody will be acting on behalf of the company. So competence of the party also, then a legal purpose. What the purpose would be there, that also be very important. Let us see the one after another. So insurance contract have an additional requirement that they be in a legal form. Of course, the legal form also there. Insurance contracts are regulated by the state laws, even central laws, state laws. So insurance contract must comply with those requirements. Of course, there is a body also. They will regulating body also regulate this. Excuse me, these insurance contracts, and the state may be stipulated that only certain forms may be used for certain types of insurance, that the contract must be have certain provisions. Of course, each insurance policy is having the different terms, and that will be applicable over there. Yes, of course, a regulatory body is there which can control this. The insurance companies, either is the public company or it's a private company. So additionally, a contract must be approved by the state insurance department before they can be used. Of course, either the central or state insurance department could have to approve it. Yes, it's a valid type of the insurance, and yes, one can go ahead to ensure that they are comply with the regulations, because the regulating body will control. Like the regulating body for the legal education is, there is a legal education committee is there. There is Bar Council of India is there, which will regulate it. They prepared the Advocates Act is there, 1961, if I not be mistaken. So with that, they will regulate it. Of course, somebody challenged it. There should not be age limit. Still, it is pending there in the court, the Supreme Court. There should not be age limit for the studying the law, because everybody should have to know the law of the land. Is it correct? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Good. I appreciate. Yes, now mute. If a contract lacks any of these essential elements, then it is a void contract, and that will not be enforced by any court. Like, because all the essential elements should be there for the contract. The same contract will be applicable for the insurance contract, because insurance contract is nothing but the contract where the two parties will make offer and acceptance consideration, and the competence of the parties as well as the legal purpose also there. Yes, if a contract lacks any of these essential elements, then contract is no more, that is the void. So, for instance, most contracts signed by the minor are void contracts because they are not legally competent. A voidable contract is one that can be nullified by the party if the other party breaches the contract, or because of the material information was omitted or false in the contract. The party with the right to avoid can also choose to enforce it instead of. Can you make a life insurance for the children, minors? Yes.
Yes, sir, of course.
Yes,
Answer
sir.
is
Yes, sir.
answer is yes, because the guardian will take care of it, and he will pay the premium even though he doesn't have it, because on behalf of the child, then uh, the guardian will take it, like amicus curiae. But we will study there in the case laws when comes over there. Number one. Number two, a friend. Amicus curiae means helping, that is not exactly the same. A friend means the guardian will file a case on behalf of the child, either in the contract or in the tort. Yes, for instance, insurance companies can often void a contract because the applicant provided false information on the application. Yes, because that's the reason we'll say insurer and insured both should have a act in a good faith. So out of the good faith, then we have to give the information. One should not to keep any information suppressed. So that is the point. Thus, if someone was in an auto accident, that a person previously filled out the insurance application stating that he had no speeding tickets, when in fact he had, then the insurance company can void the contract, not pay the claim. So although most contracts can be oral, most are written, especially insurance contract, because of their complexity. So we cannot see that any oral contract, because all contracts should be written form to avoid the legal complications. So now the question comes over there. Because in the life insurance contracts, they will ask you the question, sir, are you alcoholic? They ask you the question, sir, are you a diabetic? They ask you the other question, personal questions also. And they will test also. Even the test of the HIV wide also. Even COVID also, they will take it out before making the insurance. Because the prevailing situation is like that. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Because when you are going to board the plane, first and foremost, you should see that you are free from the COVID. Means a doctor should have to come there and a report should be made over there. Then it will be clearly picture there. Then only we will be allowed for the board the plane. But now also the marriages will be undertaken. First and foremost, they should get the clearance from the medical doctor. They are free from the COVID-19. Is it going on, sir, or is that without going on? Yes.
Not yet started that culture, sir.
In other places, no, unless until you prove your certificate, they will not get it married, including the HIV/AIDS also. Even RH negative also there, people will not marry. Because very rare phenomena will get it RH negative. Because mostly the people are RH positive. So now of course, depending upon that, because RH negative can marry it, because it will not even legal complications. So medically and scientifically, that they have to see it, and then they have to go for the marriage, because scientific phenomena is there. Of course, if you follow the traditional, also they will follow it to certain extent. I don't know whether you agree with or not, because generally the close marriages should not be done. Means close blood relations marriages. What I want to say. Even though it is there in the theory, but practice is very it will come across. So in other country, they will not go for it. They will go for the intercaste. Of course, from religion to another religion or intercaste and one to another. So there is like a jump would be there. So anyway, let us see that what will happen over there or not. But act with a brain. That's my point. Act like a prudent man. That's my point. Okay. The offer and acceptance. In insurance, the offer is typically initiated with the insurance applicant through the services of an insurance agent who must have the authority to represent the insurance company by filing out an application for insurance. Of course, every agent is having the license. He's having the ID card, and he can deal on behalf of the company and explain that to the insured. So sometimes the application for the insurance can be filed directly with the insurance company through its website. Of course, online also we available now. You can fill it, you can load it, and you will get the a letter of certificate, and you can pay in the online also. Thank God there is no online marriages still. Is there online marriages? Yes, sir. There is online
Going
marriages.
on, sir. Going on, sir.
Then what about the online honeymoon? It cannot be done. A house lady is giving online coaching classes to the house owner, and she said that I will show you in the online how to sweep, how to clean, how to, and by looking it, you do it, and the end of the month you deposit it in my bank account, the amount. So online classes she is giving to the owner of the house. Which one? House lady. So coming to the point, anyway, that is a joke, huh? Because how she can make it out? She has to personally do the things. She cannot show in the online. You have to sweep like this and do it, and the rest of the thing you put it the money in my bank account at the end of the month. Yeah. How far the offer is accepted will depend upon the whether the insurance is for the property or not, and what property would be there, and what liability would be there. Whether it is a life insurance, whether the property insurance, whether it is a tone insurance, whether it is a body insurance, mean organs of the body. For a property and a liability insurance, the offer is the application of the insurance and the payment of the first premium or the promise to do so. Of course, depending upon this, I told you that the amount and the nature of the policy, the premium will be fixed. How much the premium will be fixed, it will be made. So, in most personal lines of insurance, the agent can accept the offer for the company, binding the company to the contract. Of course, it is so because the agent working on behalf of the principal, that is the insurance company. So a binder is a temporary contract that can be oral or written that binds the insurance company to the contract immediately until it has chance to examine the application and issue the formal policy. Through the binder, the insurance becomes effective immediately. So here the binding things which can be done by the agent here, mostly because the agent will fill the forms, then you have to just sign on the form. It is enough. He will take care of each and everything. He will take you to the doctor, take the medical certificate, and so on and so forth. Of course, their recognized medical certificate should be there. From that doctor, you have to take it. Otherwise, they will not allow it because he is having the what I say license to check it and issue the certificate. Yeah. The most binders are written and include the general information such as the type of the amount of the insurance, the name of the parties, and the time during which the binder is effective. However, once a formal policy is issued, the terms of the policy are override the binder. So, terms of the policy is it is override the binder because terms of policy is more important than the agent what he explained over there. So this is the particularly true of the for the oral binders. If once the written policy is issued, it is a parole evidence. The rule makes that a written policy determines where there is any conflict between the oral and written agreements. So naturally, if the orally said is not acceptable, what is written is stated is acceptable, and it can the written will prevail over the oral. If a mistake was made in the policy, such as mistyping the wrong policy values, then the contract can be reformed by correcting the mistake to prevent unjust enrichment of the other party. So even when you are paying the premium installment also, instead of writing one number 0, you wrote 1, automatically it goes to some other policy holder. Of course, you have to give an application to him stating that by the mistake it is done, then the insurer will take care of it and see that that amount will be reimbursed to you and it will be paid through your account number. That is a policy holder number because every policy holder is having the number. One number would be there depending upon the digits which is having. Now the digits for your mobile number is 10. Is it or not? Yes. Your mobile
Yes,
number,
sir.
how many digits are there?
10 digits, sir.
10 digits. Suppose if you want to add the country code plus 91, the two
9-1,
digits
sir.
will be
Yes,
more.
plus 12.
Yeah,
Plus,
because plus 91 is a country code. Sir, I don't know plus, okay, you can add 0091. If you add 0091 or plus 91, but don't add 00 plus 91. అది తెలివి అంటారు దాన్ని. Either you use the plus or you use the two zeros. 10 for the local, 08742 for the local. Suppose we are calling from the foreign country, then you can add plus 91 and then we can add 08742 if it is a landline. Are you following me? Say yes.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Though it is not there in the course outline, I am giving you free of cost because the digits are more important over there. Yes, each bank having the different digits. Even HDFC, their digits are different, and Bank of Baroda, their digits are different. Are you following me? So the account number will follow the digits because their computer or their software will accept it, which one is there or which one is not there. So now however, some agents cannot bind the insurance company, in which case the insurance company must receive and accept the application or can reject it. The insurance is not effective until the company accepts the application. Yes, it is the insurer first to accept the terms and conditions only. Then only they will send the letter of insurance, that is called a bond. Then that is a shows the clearly, yes, it is accepted both the parties. In life insurance, the agent never has the power to bind the company. In the life insurance, the agent never has the power to bind the company. The applicant fills out the application and pays the first premium. Generally, if the agent, what he will say, no, let you write with your own handwriting and you will fix it. So he will make it out rather than taking the responsibility by the agent itself. But most of the policyholder, they don't write it. It is the agent only who will write it. Of course, if any mistakes are there, he will correct it. The applicant is then given a conditional premium receipt. The most common type of the receipt is the insurability premium receipt. If the applicant is insurable according to the company's underwriting standards, then the life insurance becomes effective from the date of the application, or in some cases from the date of the medical examination. So when the life insurance will be come into the picture, whether after paying the premium or before the paying the premium or medical examination or submission of the document to the insurer or the insurer, because when the submission of the document insurer means naturally the insurer is agreed for the terms and condition over there. But if any mistake is there, then he will reject it and he will send back again for the correction. So generally, then when you say when you pay the premium, that will be counted more rather than the signing the document and medical examination. As far my knowledge goes forth. Yes, any contribution in this area, please help me. Yes. From which date that it will be start? Before the premium or after the premium payment? Yes, unmute and give me the answer.
Premium, sir.
Premium should be paid. That is the condition. In the consideration is there, no? Yeah, that is so far
Actually,
my.
at that time,
Yes,
at that
please.
time closing the date, we should to pay, sir. If any delay of this month, we can pay the next month also with a fine.
No, that is true. But effective. Suppose the beginning. When you take the policy in the beginning.
Beginning when anytime we can pay, sir.
No,
Policy
I
first
say
we are
effective
taking.
from the day that you signed, the day
After
you
paying
pay the
immediately only,
premium,
sir.
the day the examination is over.
Premium paying is effective date, sir.
So there should be effective date is there definitely. Of course, you say about the second premium, means second installment. The second installment, okay, you can pay that later also by default. It doesn't matter. You not
Sir,
call a
that
defaulter.
depends upon, sir, that depends upon the policy, sir.
If the policy is there, the day it will be paid the premium, from there it will be effective. Or the day that you sign the contract, from that day it is effective. The day it is the examination, that is the medical examination over, from that day it is effective. So it depending upon the contract,
Sir,
the insurer.
sir,
Yes.
the premium that might be monthly or that might be yearly, sir.
Quarterly, half
Quarterly.
yearly, yearly.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That
that depends
depends upon
upon.
the, yes, sir, time period, sir.
Yeah, time period is there. Of course, the terms and conditions is very much clear. There it is clearly specified that from there it is ineffective. So that
First
is the
premium
condition.
payment, sir.
Yes, yes. Of course.
First premium.
Yeah, yeah. In the motor vehicle insurance, you give it to the agent first. Yes, they say you make it in the morning. You will give it to him because on the day it is there. Still, it is there because you can make it 1 day before, 2 day before, 6 day before, 10 days before. Also, it doesn't matter. But 1 day delay should not be there. Suppose in the 1 day delay, if it is an accident happen, it will not be covered. Are you following me? Because generally you to pay your life, that is the motor vehicle insurance. Suppose tomorrow is the last date. What wrong if you would pay today? Because if you pay today, it is implemented from the night 12 o'clock. So it will be sometimes no, the time when you pay, the time also comes over there at what time that you pay, because now is the computerized. So the time is clearly mentioned over there at what time that you paid it and when it is printed. The amount is paid automatically, the bond is printed, then the day will be effective. From that date it will be effective. But see that there should not be lapse. So better we will make it out one day before. That's my point. So, however, if the premium is not paid when the application is filled out, see here I am going. However, if the premium is not paid when the application is filled out, then the insurance will not become effective until the policy is delivered and the premium is paid. See, and the application is in good health when the policy is delivered. Some companies require that the applicant not receive any medical treatment between the application to the delivery of the policy. Otherwise, the policy will not become effective. So sometimes the policy will not be effective unless he will give the medical certificate. Thus, a conditional receipt is like a binder, but differs from it because coverage is conditional upon the health of the applicant, occupation, and other factors. A binder does not require the payment of the premium to become effective. So often the insurer needs the time to determine what the premium will be. So it is the insurer will decide what the premium would be. That depends upon the policy, that depends upon the age, that depends upon the transaction if you do it. Excuse me. That depends upon the merchandise that you can make it out. So that's why I told you that in the beginning only, contracts of adhesion contracts, because the standard form of contracts. Well, the insurance applicant is usually considered the one making the offer. So that offer will not change it. But different policy may be there, but the offer will not be changed. The insurance company dictates the terms of the contract. Yes, it's a printed form is there, and you have to sign. That's why we will say contract of adhesion. I told you in the beginning, adhesive contract, standard form of contract. The insurance applicant must be accept the contract of adhesion totally or not at all. Either you take it or you accept it or not accept it. Either you buy it or not buy it. But there is no change in the provisions which are clearly mentioned over there. Because of the differing legal definitions and ruling provided by the different courts in the past, and because of the requirement imposed by the state government and their agencies, an insurance contract must be carefully worded to be legally effective and to provide the coverage in way it was intended. Suppose a fire insurance contract will be there, then naturally the wording should be very clearly mentioned that the fire insurance, where the other insurance will not come into the picture. Like if natural calamity is there, if it is not covered over there, it will not give. But fire with the natural calamity is there, then it will be covered. So this is why the insurance contracts offered to the public are standardized. So that's why there is no if and buts should be there. Either you accept it or you reject it. Either you buy it or you don't buy it. So can you go to the mall, supermarket, and can you bargain with there? Yes.
No, sir.
But with the hawkers you will bargain. The hawkers, vendors you will come, no, they will you bargain. And the supermarket you don't bargain. Then why do you so? That depends upon, suppose the hawker he is carrying from the distance would be there. Generally don't bargain with the hawkers, the vendors who comes to your house, because they carry and they do the door delivery. Please give them a good amount, because it is the services they do it that is more important. If it is an honest person is there, so don't bargain with the hawkers or the vendors who comes to your house. Of course, it doesn't mean that suppose ఇప్పుడు కిలో ఉన్నది ఇప్పుడు టమాటా ఇప్పుడు onions how much kilo per 1 kg now? Because earlier it is 80, 60, 90 was there. What is the onions kilo now?
55, sir.
55. Is it on the shop or in the supermarket?
Raitu Bazar.
Right to Bazar. Suppose a hawker comes on the four-wheel borrower, wheelbarrow, the four-wheel wheelbarrow on the cart. Suppose if we say 60, but he will say, sir, I will give the 60, but it's not the small one, it's the big one. Better you pay the 60 and take the bigger one rather than taking the smaller one. Anyway, that you can make it. By my point over is Please don't bargain with the hawkers. That's my point. Another reason is because insurance companies can only calculate competitive premiums based on the actual studies, and these studies are based on certain limits and on the underwriting guidelines. That most insurance contract can't be negotiated. Can you negotiate the contract? Insurance contract? The answer is no. Like we cannot negotiate in the supermarket because the price is there. That's all. He will they slide it and the price will come over there. That much you have to pay. Either you pay or you keep that or leave that there itself. So here no negotiations. However, the insured can request the specific riders and exclusions to the policy. A rider means some endorsement, some rebate, like rebate commission they will get it. Some they will ask for the rebate. Can you pay the 15% or 20% or 50%? Because sometimes no agent will pay even the total premium, first premium. Are you getting me? Yes?
Yes,
Say
sir.
yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Good. A rider, so such a rider would be there. And develops the policy to be tailored in the acceptable way of the individual situation. And exclusion is a loss not covered by the contract. Of course, exclusion is the clause which is there, which will not come. Suppose that if you take in the fire insurance where COVID-19 will not come into the picture. Is it clear? Anyway, that because
Yes, sir.
of
Yes, sir.
yes, because of insurance contracts are generally not negotiable because we cannot negotiate the insurance contract because it is a standard form contract. It's a contract of adhesion. The court have the credited case laws to the benefited insured. The first law applicable to the contract generally is what where there is an ambiguity in a contract. Of course, there is no ambiguity would be there because it's all written form. And when written form is there, if the ambiguity will be there, it will be cleared by the earlier itself. The ambiguity is construed against the maker of the contract, which in insurance, the insurance company. Because no loose word should be there in the insurance contract. They try to avoid it because it leads to the ambiguity. Of course, sometimes no, it will crawl. It will crawl sometimes, but in rare occasions it will happen. When it crawls, no, people will take the advantage of it. Means insured will take the advantage of it. Thus, if the terms of a contract are not specific, then the terms are interpreted in a way that would most benefit to the insured. So naturally, if that contract give that to in the example చెప్పిన రామయ్య గారు ఇల్లు ఎక్కడ అరే రెండు వాదాలు వచ్చినాయి ఇల్లు ఎక్కడ అంటే క్యాన్ హీ క్లైమ్ ద హౌస్ నెంబర్ 1 నెంబర్ 2 వేర్ ఇస్ ద హౌస్ నెంబర్ 2 so the way that you pursue because you should not use the loose words over there, you should have to very much specific what word should be used over there. That is a very much important factor. So if the terms of the contract not specific, then the terms are interpreted in the way that would be benefit to the insured. Another case law that has developed is the principle of reasonable expectations, which require that any exclusion or a qualification be conspicuous or a limitation. Otherwise, the insured is entitled to coverage that he is reasonably expects. So naturally, if it gives the benefit, the two double meaning at the time, the benefit will be given to the insured. So life insurance and some health insurance contract usually have entire contract clauses that require the attachment of any statements, including the applications made to the insured, the contract itself to prevent any dispute later. Entire contract clauses also prevent incorporation of the references, which is alluding to the other written works, such as the corporate bylaws that the insurance applicant probably has not read. So naturally, there are annexes are there. There are the supplements are there. That one should have to see it for the clarification of that thing. Suppose if any dispute comes between the insured and the insurance, then they will say that the jurisdiction is there where the office is situated. So that is also a very important factor when you want to say the insurance contracts are concerned. So this is the way that we can make it out. So that we see the personal contract from that onwards in the tomorrow class. But at the time being that I will stop it. And if any doubt would be there, you can ask me so that I can clear it. Yes, any doubt?
No, sir.
Please. You can ask me the doubt if you have anything. Shall I close it?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow at the 5 o'clock at the same timings. And I'm sure
Thank you,
that yes. Then let me say the goodbye and have a good day and see you.